Welcome back, lottery fans, and welcome to November. Today I'm going to be showing you a Lucky Pick 4 rundown that I've been doing and tracking for a few different states. Seems to be getting some hits off of it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this rundown. And then of course you can go ahead and try these in your states and see if it works for you. And if it does work, definitely leave me a comment down below in the description. But this rundown is a little bit of a different take on something we've done before. I'm calling it the 4 boxes, but we've done 4 boxes before in our results patterns, but this time I'm going to be applying the 4 boxes in the actual rundown itself. And you'll see how I do that. I'll step through, I'll do a couple of different states as examples so you see how these work. And then, as always, as I said, go ahead and try it in your state as well. If you want to do this in your state or you want to try this, you're going to need the Pick 4 Rundown Worksheet. This is a free download from lotterypredictor.com. You can go to lotterypredictor.com, go to the resources section, download the Tic-Tac-Toe Pick 4 Rundown Worksheet. And of course, there's a link down below in the description so you can easily find it there. But let's go ahead and jump into it and I'll show you the first example. As I said, I'm going to be doing 2 different examples here and then you can go ahead and try in your state. So the first state I'm going to be doing is going to be for the Maryland lottery. And specifically for the evening pick 4 for that. Now, we're going to need 4 different results to go ahead and fill out our base grid, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So we're going to go ahead and choose our starting date, and I'm starting yesterday as the result for starting date, which was the 5th of November. Remember, the 5th of November. And we're going to need 4 results, so we're going to backtrack from 11.5. So we're going to take 11.5, 11.4, 11.3, and 11.2. So on 11.5, the result was a 0371 in the Maryland Pick 4 Evening Lottery. 11.4 was a 7458. 11.3 was a 6205. And 11.2 was a 4142, like so. Now, to put these numbers into the base grid, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to split the base grid out into 4 separate corners. So we've got our top left corner here, our top right corner, our bottom left, and our bottom right. We're going to take each result and fill it in each of the corners. So we'll start with the first result, which was from 11.5, this 0371, and we'll start in the top left corner of this corner here, and we'll go clockwise round filling that in. So we've got a 0, 3, 7, 1, like so. That's a 7 right there. Now we'll take the second result and we're going to go and fill in the top right corner. So we do the tops first, then we do the bottoms. So this top right hand corner, these 4 boxes, starting again in the top left hand corner of those 4 boxes, we take 7, 4, 5, 8, working around clockwise in that top right box. Now we're going to shift over to the bottom left box here, and we're going to fill in the one from 11.3 in that clockwise pattern in this box. So 6205, starting in top left, 6205, like so. And then we're going to take 11.2 and we'll fill it in the final box in the bottom right here. So once again, starting in that top left box, 4, 1, 4, 2, going around a clockwise pattern like that. So there's our base grid filled out. Now for our translated grid, you can try with either the mirror numbers or the flip numbers. Feel free to play around with both of them to see which one's working. I've been seeing hits off the mirror numbers, so I'm going to continue with the mirror numbers for the Maryland lottery. So to do that, what we do is we take each individual number, we look up the top number here on our mirror numbers, and the one underneath it is the mirror number. So we start with 0, look up 0 in the top line, there it is right there. The one underneath that's a 5, so we'll put a 5 in our translated grid. We've got 3s, 3, the one underneath is an 8, so put an 8 there. 7, the one underneath is a 2, so put a 2 there. And finally 4, the one underneath that is a 9, so put a 9 there. You're just going to keep going down, filling in all those translated grids. Numbers, 1 is 6, 7 is 2, 8 is 3, and 5 is 0. 6 is 1, 2 is 7, 4 is 9, 1 is 6, and 5 is 0, 0 is 5, 2 is 7, and 4 is 9, like so. Now you can go ahead and apply the different patterns that we've used in the past for doing this. As you know, there's a variety of different patterns that I like to apply. But for this grid, the one that I see has been working, the one that I actually like because of the way it works with the actual putting the 4 grids in here, are horizontal patterns straight across. So we'll start with the base grid. going to pick 4 numbers from the base grid and put them in our suggested numbers to play here. So our first number is going to be a 0374, because that's our first horizontal across on the top there. Next line down, we'll take that horizontal, a 1785. Then a 6241. And finally a 5024. Like so. So that's from the base grid. I'm going to go ahead and do exactly the same pattern here on our translated grid. So we'll take that first horizontal across. That's a 5829. Whoops, daisy. Writing with the wrong pen there. Getting all my pens mixed up. 5829. Next we have a 6230. Across like that. Then a 1796. And finally a 0579 as our last horizontal on that bottom line there. Like so. So there we have it. Those are the 8 numbers that we pulled out of our rundown worksheet from Maryland. I recommend going ahead and playing these for roughly about 5 days to a week. See if they hit. If they don't hit, maybe change it up. Try a different rundown. If you do start hitting, continue playing them for probably for a couple more weeks. And that's generally the lifespan I see for most rundowns. But I have seen some work for a lot longer than a couple of weeks. So definitely use your judgment, gauge how long you want to play it for. But these are the 8 numbers I'm suggesting down here from Maryland. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into our second state. I said I'd show you 2 different examples so you get the hang of this rundown. And the second example I'm going to show you is for Illinois. So, Illinois evening lottery again. I like doing the evenings for some reason. Quick question. Do you like the evening lotteries better or the morning lotteries better, or the midday lotteries better? Leave me a comment down below in the description which one you like to play, or whether or not you like to play both of them. Curious to see what that one is. Maybe I'll run a poll on the website to see what people actually like to play there. That'll be an interesting one. So start date again is 11/5, so we're going to need those 4 results from 11/5 from the Illinois evening lottery. So 11/5 in Illinois was a 4772. Then we're going to go for 11/4. Backtracking from that, it was a 1360. 11/3 next up, we had a 1155. I like that number. And finally 11/2 was a 6590. Like so. So we're going to go ahead and fill in our base grid again in the same way we did. We're going to split it off into 4 separate sections, 1 in each corner. Box of 4 in each section here. And we'll start with this first number of 4772, and we'll fill it in the top left here. Do that by taking the first number in this top left box, 4, and then go clockwise in that little grid of 4. So 4772 going clockwise round in there, so we filled in the top right. Now for 11/4, we're going to take this result, 1360, and put it in the top right hand box. Starting once again in the left handmost box, round in a clockwise manner, 1360, filling it in like so. Moving down to the bottom left grid of 4, we can take a 1155, do that again in top left, 1155, moving around clockwise again, and finally a 6590, filling in these 4, going in that clockwise manner, always starting in this top left hand of the small grid, 6590, like so. Easy as that. Now we're going to go ahead and use our translated grid. We'll do the mirror numbers again, so we'll take each number, look up the mirror number. So 4 is a 9, put a 9 there. 7 is a 2. 1 is a 6. 3 is an 8. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill these in really quickly so you don't hear my voice droning on, reading out all those numbers, because it can get pretty boring at times. And hopefully I didn't make any mistakes with that. So there's our translated grid, like that. Now, we use the horizontal patterns for Maryland. I'm going to go ahead and do the same again. I'm going to use the horizontal patterns for Illinois. But I did want to let you know that I do actually like the horizontal patterns, the vertical patterns as well. So if you don't see hits off of the horizontal patterns, maybe look at the vertical straight down patterns instead. They also may be working. It's the reason I like the verticals and the horizontals, because it splits up these 4 boxes nicely. So you get two numbers from each result in our future ones, which, as we know, numbers tend to have a habit of recurring and repeating, and partial numbers recur and repeat. So this gives us that partial number recurring and repeating by playing those patterns. So I like that. So take our first one, that's a 4713. 4713. Then we got a 2706. 2706. A 1165. 1165. And finally a 5509. I like the Illinois because we're seeing several doubles in these numbers that we're seeing here. And as you know, if you've watched my earlier videos from the month, November I feel is going to be a good month for doubles and triples. I've seen them coming up a lot in the different rundowns I've been seeing. So I'm really feeling it for doubles and triples in November. So seeing it coming up in these patterns, also a good thing. Alright, same patterns in our translated grid. A 9268. Then a 7251. 6610. 6610. There's another one of those doubles. Whoops, that's a single one, not a double one. And a 0054. So we're coming up with 4 sets of doubles in our pick 4 numbers for Illinois, which is what I like. So we have it. Those are the 8 numbers that we can go ahead and play for Illinois. So there's your rundown. That is the 4 corners applied not as a pattern, but as part of the rundown itself. Maryland, Illinois. As I said, go ahead and give this a try in your state. You can either download the rundown worksheet or just do it on a scrap piece of paper, completely up to you. But definitely give me a comment below if you do this and you see the numbers hitting for you. I'd love to get that feedback. As always, give me a thumbs up on this video if you like these kind of rundowns. Share this video out with other people that you know might like to see this and play the lottery. And of course, if you're not already a subscriber, subscribe to the channel because I do lots and lots of these great videos, and there's always lots of fun lottery stuff going on here. Alright, that's it. I'll be back later on with more rather. In the meantime, good luck, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.